We can use this unit circle to do other trigonometric functions, and by other I mean like the tangent of alpha, the secant of alpha, the cosecant, let's use the abbreviation, cosecant of alpha, and the cotangent of alpha. We can either figure these things out, or it's much easier just to relate them to the sine and the cosine. So this is sine of alpha over cosine of alpha. And the reason we want to do that is because we know that for an angle, let's say we do 30 degrees, so this is, say, 30 degrees equals our alpha. Then, for a given angle, we intersect the circle at this point, xy, and remember that the sine of alpha equals y, and the cosine of alpha, well, what a crazy alpha, looks like I drew a delta there. Cosine of alpha equals x. So this really is just y over x. Now you got to be careful when you're dealing with a tangent because it's divided by something. This is not allowed to be equal to 0. It doesn't exist when x equals 0. And the secant was 1 over cosine of alpha. So that's just going to be 1 over x in our unit circle. And the cosecant was 1 over the sine of alpha, which is going to be just 1 over y. And the cotangent then is the cosine of alpha over the sine of alpha. It's the reciprocal of the tangent. Well, these are all reciprocals of the other functions. So this is going to be x over y. And here, when you do this, y is not allowed to be equal to 0. So if you look at our chart on the previous chapter, you see that x was square root of 3 over 2, and the y value here is equal to 1/2. So the x value is a little bigger than the y value. So then the tangent of 30 degrees equals y over x equals 1/2 over square root of 3 over 2. That means these 2's are going to cancel. And this equals 1 over square root of 3, which equals, if I multiply the top and bottom by square root of 3, so we get that radical out of the bottom. This then equals square root of 3 over 3. And both the x and the y value were positive, so this whole thing's going to be positive. So I'm not going to go into these other ones, but you can find them in the same way. So this was a really short video, I guess, because we're not going to go that much deeper than that in this section.